everyone, welcome back. Things that are going on in this scene. I'm doing laundry, so you will hear that in the background. I bit my lip yesterday, so if I look like I have lip filler, look at that. I hope it goes down. I've been using ice. Anyway, so that's what's going on. This is a video of me getting ready for my trip. I always get questions about how I pack for trips, how I plan for trips. I made a video a couple years ago about how I plan for solo trips, but I think that needs a little bit of an update. I think that was like a pre-COVID video, honestly. I'm going to Prague, Vienna, and a city that I've never said the name out loud. So let me have Google tell me. Wow, yeah, I've been saying it wrong in my head.
Český Krumlov.
Český Krumlov. I've been calling it Český Krumlov, which is just all around wrong. So anyway, yes, I'm also going to Český Krumlov, which is still probably pronounced incorrectly. I will be gone for about 9 days. I'm going to only be bringing a backpack. I will show you more once I get packing, but yeah, I just wanted to check in. We're still a couple days out. This morning I went and I just got 50 euro for when I'm in Vienna. And then as far as getting Czech money, I'm gonna do that once I get there. Yes, I know that there are lots of scams. I have researched. We're good, hopefully. I also bought myself a SIM card. So I will, when I get there, I will immediately have data. I'm also going to be putting all of this in a blog post that may come a lot later than my trip because those take a little bit longer for me to put together. That leads me to thanking Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Yes, indeed, Squarespace, you know them, you love them. It's where I have hosted my website for 4 years. They are a place where you can host your online presence. My blog, but you can also, because of their features like social media account connection, comments, you can make different levels for like subscription memberships. They also have monetization features. You can use Squarespace to host any kind of online community or a shop. I personally really love their analytics because it tells me what people are looking for, where they're coming from, if they're looking on web or mobile, etc. Super easy to set up. They have free, oh my gosh, it's going into the spin cycle. Super easy to set up. They have a lot of free templates. So if you want to, you can go to squarespace.com right now and play with said templates, see what your website would actually look like, and then when you're ready to launch it, you can go to squarespace.com/caricakes and you can get 10% off of your first website or domain, and you can check mine out, always linked down below, for all of my extra travel stuff, lots of photos. So thank you as always to Squarespace for sponsoring this. I'm gonna stop talking because my laundry machine is telling me to stop. All right, I will catch you once the laundry is done because you can't hear me. So goodbye, welcome, thank you for being here. Hi, I'm really mad. I want to bring these pants, but they're very thin, so you might see these on my trip. But the weather has been so crazy. I obviously try and figure out like what the weather's gonna be like while I'm there. Prague, looking like, obviously weather, if you're looking at your app like a week out, I know it's gonna change, but for the day that I'm arriving, it has been a mix of it's gonna snow, it's gonna rain, it's gonna be sunny and beautiful and my warmest day there. Now it's just gonna be cloudy, but I don't know. It might rain the whole time I'm in Vienna, but to be honest, the reason why I'm going to Prague and Vienna is because those are two cities that I'm very happy to see them in like just kind of dreary weather. I think that it kind of just sort of adds to the romance of it. It won't take away from any of the beauty. Whatever the weather is, I don't care. I just want to know so that I can pack accordingly. And Prague is just like, no girl, there's no way. There's no way you can pack accordingly. So I'm bringing just a lot of layers and I think I'll be fine. I also this morning, oh my god, so I walked to the bank this morning and on my way there I passed this tree like all by itself and it had plum blossoms on it. I'm talking to you on March 2nd, and it wasn't just a fluke because then I was like paying attention, and my post office tree has white plum blossoms. So I was really happy to see that. I didn't think that, I kind of assumed that I would miss them. There aren't that many plum blossoms in Seoul. They're usually like more outside. But ow, that was my ankle. But yeah, I was just pleasantly surprised this morning. Okay, now that these are up, I'm gonna finally go hunt down some breakfast slash lunch, and I'll see you a little bit later. Okay, right? This is all good? That's all that I'm bringing. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, see you in a sec. Next chapter in getting ready for Prague and Vienna is I have looked up a couple of vlogs of both cities. I really liked, I actually followed her on Instagram. What's her name? There you go. I really like her travel vlog. She does really cool voiceovers and stuff. So I really only used her vlog, and then the other stuff that I could find was basically just like the tourist spots. So for this trip, I mainly used, I guess, Instagram, and then just kind of looking at Google Maps, and then so many of your recommendations. Like everything I do is really based off of everything that you guys have sent me. So I'm very excited about that. So in terms of like where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do, that has been relatively set. I do this because I look things up ahead of, well, dang it, I'll just show you how not chaotic I am. I literally have, can you see on my screen? I have a list of like every single day and then what I want to do that day. And I do this really specifically because a lot of things are closed. Like in Vienna, a lot of things are closed on Sundays or Mondays, and I'm there on a Sunday and a Monday. So I want to make sure, like if I plan to go to, for example, the National Library, it's closed on Mondays, so I have to make sure I go on Tuesday, you know? But now what I'm doing, now that this has been relatively set, I have written down enough information so that I have a plan, but I also leave room for just kind of wandering. Now that I have that, I'm going to just look up some history before I go, because I tend to find that when I go somewhere, I learn a little bit while I'm there, and then I'm like, oh my god, I want to know more, and I come home and I research, and then I'm like, damn, I missed that little detail, you know, I didn't see that little hidden thing. So I'm trying to do a little bit of learning before I go, and Rick Steves has all of his stuff up on YouTube, and I was raised on the gospel of Rick Steves. I love him so much, but before I watch these, I have a bone to pick. I have a new nemesis, and her name is Victoria. Okay. So before I go anywhere, I try to learn the very, very basics of a language, as in please, thank you, hello. I need to have those down. Anything extra is really good as far as like ordering things, knowing how to say like 1 please, 2 please, you know. I've been to Vienna before, and I was never allowed to speak German. Like I tried, my family and I tried, and immediately it would just, we would be switched to perfect English. And so I'm not super nervous about speaking German in Vienna. I obviously will learn. I will just add beta to the end of everything. I will do kind of like a rundown really quick before I go of German phrases, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about Czech. This will be my first time in Czechia. Is that the new pronunciation? I have never spoken Czech out loud in my life, and I have no reference for it. So the YouTube channel name is Learn Czech with CzechClass101.com. This woman is hilarious. I'll make her full screen. She deserves this. She is so funny because she is deadpan this entire time. Like she's charming, but she's very serious. And then you just see as we get further along and the words become more complicated, she just gets this little smile on the corner of her mouth because she knows these phrases are so hard to say. And she's like, yeah, goodbye. And then she says this like 20 syllable phrase.
The last lesson we learned.
She's just got this smirk. Speed round, things that I know how to say in Czech. I know děkuju is thank you, and it sounds like thank you. So I can remember that quite well. Děkuju. Now I am learning that it might be děkuji. Děkuji, I can't pronounce it, but like yi instead of děkuju. What's the truth? Prosím is please. Dobré ráno. Dobré ráno. The accents, I can't do it. Dobre rano is good morning, dobry den is good afternoon, and dobry večer is good evening. I'm Irish, so I never learn how to say goodbye. It doesn't matter. I just fade into the darkness.
We use the word ciao for both.
Love a place that uses ciao. I was just cracking up with Veronica. She has like a bunch of different videos and I was losing my mind. And now let's watch Rick Steves.
The fact that the city is home to one of the oldest Jewish communities in Europe. Jews and their culture survived in enclaves. Czech Krumlov.
See, he says Chesky. Who am I supposed to trust? It is pronounced Chesky, so rule of thumb, always trust Rick Steves. Hi, checking in. I am leaving for the airport in 11 hours. I hate this. I like having morning flights so that I just wake up and I go to the airport and I don't have to like pace around. But here I am. I have to pack, but like I don't want to go home quite yet because I know I'm just gonna sit at home and like stare at the walls. And I had like really bad nervous like pre-flight anxiety, which I hadn't gotten it that bad in a while, so I don't want to go home. So I'm walking to a bakery where I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen to the podcast that my friends and I recorded. Lauren just edited it and posted it, so I'm listening to that and it's taking my mind off of things, but hopefully salt bread will do the rest of the work. See you there. I am leaving today. As I have already said, I have never had a flight at this time. I don't know what to do with myself, so I'm packing today. I usually pack much further in advance, but here we are. I'm going to be in Europe for 9 days. I'm going to just bring this backpack. This is something that Kurt purchased, and it's a backpack, but it has expanding possibilities. And it opens kind of like this, and so it's really the same size as my rolly backpack, to be honest, but I just don't feel like dealing with a rolly, especially because it's possibly gonna be snowy. I don't know. Here's what I'm packing in my bag. I'm gonna try doing it without the expansion open. I have these 2 turtlenecks that are really good layers. So that is 1 day, 2 day. I have this thicker turtleneck that I really like, and this is re-wearable, so this will be 3 days and 4 days. I have this cardigan, which is 5 days. I have this sweater that I love very much and can also be worn twice, so 6 day, 7 day. I have a black long sleeve shirt, and then just in case, here's another extra. Apparently when I'm in Vienna, it's gonna be quite warm but rainy, so I'm bringing, this is a short sleeve shirt that I can wear if I wear it under my coat. I'm the perfect temperature. There's that. I'm bringing a beanie. I'm gonna bring my scarf on the airplane. And is that it for clothing? Oh, my pants. I'm bringing a pair of jeans that I'm gonna wear on the airplane, and then another pair of jeans that I'm gonna bring. I don't know what people's thoughts are about like re-wearing, especially jeans. I have no issue wearing jeans a lot. Leave your thoughts down below, I guess. I don't really care. And then obviously just gonna bring socks, undies, bras. Okay, let me put my pants in there. Wow, and we aren't even like halfway. Nice. In here I have my masks, I have mittens, my travel toothbrush and toothpaste. Pretend I have my deodorant in here, but I learned the hard way. I'm flying through Amsterdam. I technically don't have to go through security in Amsterdam this time, luckily, but they are so, what's the right word, diligent when it comes to liquids. Usually like in the US, they're always like, make sure that you have your like clear baggie with all of your liquids. And if you forget, like if you have in your purse, you have a hand lotion, and you forgot, they aren't gonna stop you in security. But a couple autumns ago, I was flying out of Amsterdam and I had something like tiny, I don't know what it was. It was also like one of those liquids that was like close to being a solid, and it was in my bag, and they made me open up my bag and find it, and I was like, whoa, the Dutch. So now I have everything that could be a liquid in here. I'm bringing my favorite moisturizer, sunblock that has been discontinued and I'm just trying to finish it, brow mascara, and my normal mascara. I have a little concealer. I have a little travel size of Crave Beauty's matcha hemp cleanser, this benzoyl peroxide in case I get a zit, and a chapstick. And that's what I bring. That's my makeup and skincare that I am bringing. So in that goes. So let me try it on with just my clothes and stuff in here. How are we looking? Ooh, turtle chic. It's not heavy at all. Okay, cool. Next up, I just need to do all of my chargers and electronics. I'm not bringing my laptop. I'm not bringing my iPad. I just feel like I should be packing more, and I don't have any more. I'll reconvene in a moment. Can you tell that I'm stressed? I'm only bringing this, my camera phone tripod. I packed a belt. I packed this travel hairbrush. I'm bringing this purse as well, and this will contain my wallet, obviously my passport and stuff, external battery, my Kindle, which is charging, my phone. I put a journal in here. Oh, and I have a charger. Luckily, Europe and Korea use the same chargers. But now I'm really done. I just need to add in a couple more socks. I'm not bringing my film camera. I put some tea bags in here. Is it that easy? I threw in a pair of pajama pants. Could it be? Is that for real? And honestly, it's hot today, so I don't think I want to wear this on the way to the airport. So let's just throw my scarf in as well. And this is without it being expanded. So if I buy anything, I can make this like almost twice as big. How we doing? How we doing? Oh my God. Whoa. Okay. Need to work on my center of balance, but and then I'll just have this as well. Okay. Not bad. Let me put on my coat. I will be wearing this coat for the whole trip. Please ignore any mess you see in my house. So I'll be wearing this coat, have this backpack, and this purse. How is my mobility? Yeah, I'm good. I mean, turtle-ish. Oh my God, is that it? I'm probably like, because I have so much time now and I have so much room, I might add like a pair of earrings or something, just little small things. Okay, cool. Oh, but I have to remember the order in which I take things off. There we go. Cool. I've said this previously, so like I don't want to super repeat myself, but I'm the kind of person that when I travel, or even when I'm just here living my life, clothes aren't that important to me. Like I would rather pack less, easily getting to my place with very little luggage and, you know, stuff like that, as opposed to like focusing on the fit, you know? You guys saw from my Paris and Italy vlogs. So this is very much like a minimalist packer, but I'm happy with it. Okay, so I will catch you guys in a little bit. I may or may not have to go look at an apartment. We might be moving this year. So I might do that. I'm gonna get dinner with Kurt and I'm gonna leave at 9 p.m. So it's currently, it's not even noon. It's 11:45. So I have to find a way to like calm myself down. I'm gonna finish listening to that podcast. Okay, I will catch up with you in a little bit. Thank you for packing with me. Oh, and actually, things that I did in between this time, like a day or so has passed since I last spoke to you. I read a book called The Only Woman in the Room, which takes place in kind of all over the place, but mainly Vienna in the 30s, which I really didn't know that much about in terms of like the rise of Nazism and the beginnings of World War II. I didn't really know what went on in Austria, and so like literally my experience with it was from The Sound of Music, and so I read that book, which was okay. And then I rewatched The Sound of Music, and then I watched Before Sunrise, which takes place in Vienna. So I'm excited. I'm feeling much more prepared. I'm pissed because last night Instagram decided to start showing me content about Vienna and Prague. So all of a sudden I have like all these other places I want to go to, and it's like, why now? Why did you wait till the day before I leave to do that? And then of course it's going to show me a ton of stuff once I come back, and I'm going to have FOMO. I'm just so excited. I have such a good feeling about Prague. I already know that I love Vienna. So yeah, I'm going to just try and fix my anxiety and I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Oh, checking in much later. What have I done? I went to go look at that possible apartment. I have been watching Abbott Elementary, which has been very helpful in distracting me. I haven't been pacing a whole lot. I started doing my taxes. I almost finished my taxes. That's kind of it. I am not going to be wearing this on the airplane. I'm going to like very last minute change into the clothes I'm gonna wear on the airplane because I'm gonna be in them for a while. So I'm just wearing basically this, but just different shirt and jeans. I'm going to take the subway there. I'm gonna leave around 9. Is that it? Yeah, it's around 6 o'clock right now. I'm gonna get dinner with Kurt soon. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave you here. I'll show you a clip of me at the airport, possibly. Here you go. Why am I actually the only person in this airport? Okay, no. This is surreal, guys. Who's gonna be on my flight? Where is everybody? What the heck? So I'm just here to say that waiting is the hardest part. Now that I'm like here doing things in like, clearly I can't still speak, but my anxiety has been fixed for now. So I'm gonna send you back to when I wasn't okay, but I'm doing okay now. I'll see you in Prague. I don't know if that did anything, but yeah, I'm gonna leave you here. I hate this. I will, if it's in my power at all, I would never book a flight for this time. It is the worst feeling in the world and I hate it, and I've been so anxious all day. Like I'm sitting here sweating and it's not hot. Like I'm literally, I love traveling. I just hate flying. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave you here. I made myself some nice mint tea. I'm going to chill the hell out and get some good Korean food as my last meal here for a while. So thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this. All the info will be down below, but you can use my link squarespace.com/caricakes to get 10% off of your first website or domain. I will attempt to make a blog post about how I pack. That will be after I come back though, and because what if it's a failure, you know? I need to test it out. Anything else? I swapped my journal for a slightly lighter one, the one that I've been writing in every single day. I'm not bringing this. I'm gonna bring my more substantial one because I will actually have like things to say, hopefully. And that is it. So I will see you guys in Prague and Vienna. Those will be our next videos. And God, I hate this. I love you all, and I feel for you. If you live in or visit Korea and you have to go through Amsterdam, or your destination is Amsterdam, literally the only options are like leaving at midnight or leaving at 1. And I feel for you. This is not something I would wish upon my worst enemy. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time once I've reached my destination and calmed the hell down. So thank you always for being here. Sorry that this was just a lot of me talking at you, but you have been a great distraction and a great help. Okay, I never learned how to say goodbye in either language, so dobrý den. Dankeschön.